Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone.
Good evening, Najmi.
Hi
Hello, Najmi.
Amir, Ruben and
Salam
Maxwell.
Najmi. Hai.
Okay, so as we all know that we have to do a group discussion for chapter 9 which is random variable in mathematics subjects. So we already had our uh, question. Let's look at our question please. So, actually, our question is the probability density function of a continuous random variable x is given by, as you can see in the screen, the piecewise function. So, for this question, I already did for the solution of question A and B first Roman. How about others?
Oh, for me, I'm doing for question B to Roman and question C. I think Ruben is my next question.
You are right, Amir. I've done question D. How about the E and F?
For E and F, I did it.
Wow, so we already did the solution for every questions that we have to answer. So without wasting our time, let's look for the first solution for the question A. Alright, the question A want us to show that h equals to 3 over 16. So how can we find h is 3 over 16? Let's look at our piecewise function, which is hash. We have it that fx is hash set x when the value of x is greater than 0 and less than 4. So for the question A, we can find hash value by substitute the function which is hash set x in the formula of integration from 0 to 4 fx dx equals to 1. So just substitute our equation for fx which is hash set x, and then we'll solve it by substitute the value of 0 and 4 by integrate our equation, and we know that h uh, is a constant variable that we have to find the value. So by solving the next step, we can get h equals to 3 over 16 because h bracket 16 over 3 equals to 1. So the answer had shown that, so it's answered the question A. Okay, so that is my first answer for the question A.
Oh, nice, Najmi.
Yeah,
Can
good
I
job.
know? Can I know why is that equals to 1?
Actually, we know that the full probability, all of it, when we plus it, minus it, it is equal to 1. So when we have the piecewise function that had given, which is hash set x only, so we know that hash set x from 0 to 4 is equals to 1 for the probability of the piecewise functions at given.
Oh, I understand, Najmi. Thank you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yes, so let's look at our next question. B first Roman. Okay, the question want us to find the value of probability from from x greater or equal with 1 or lower or same with 3. So we know that our piecewise function, we just substitute our h values just now, 3 over 16 set x. Then how can we find the probability? Okay, when the question need us to find the probability from 1 to 3, so we just have to integrate our function, which is 3 over 16 set x dx, and then we solve it by the same step. Substitute the value of 1 and 3 in the bracket of integration, 2 over 3x 3 power of 3 over 2, and then by solving all the mathematical equation, we will get the final answer for the probability is 0.5245. So that's the answer that I provide for the question B, first Roman. Did any of you agree with my answer?
Yes, absolutely agree, Najmi.
Yeah, I agree
Alright,
too.
thank you. So I will just pass for the next question to Amir. Please continue.
Okay, for the next question is B to Roman. The question asks for us to find the probability for x is less than 4 and greater than 2 or equal. So we just use the formula to like integrate 3 over 16 to the square root of x dx, and then we just substitute the x. So the x is 4 and 2. So we just integrate it and we can get the answer 3 over 16 multiplied by 0.6216, and then we can get the answer 0.1166. And then yeah.
So the answer for this question B, second Roman, is using the same step from the question B, first Roman, right?
Yes, Najmi, it's the same step as you.
So it's quite easy for us to solve in this question. Okay,
Yeah,
continue, Amir.
Okay, next question is C. The question asks, calculate the median of x by giving your answer correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, this is the formula for find the median. So 0 to m f to the fx dx is equal to 1 over 2. As we all know, median is half, right? So half is same as 1 over 2. So 0 to m is median. We just substitute the question 3 over 16 to square root of x dx equal to 1 over 2. And then we just solve the equation to find the m. And then we get m to the power of 3 over 2 is equal to 4. And then we must find the value of m, and we can get the answer is 2.52, and that is the median for this question. So you all agree with my answer?
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes. Oh, so it should be equals to 1 over 2. Oh, no wonder I didn't get my answer correct before this.
Yes, because median is 1 over 2 or 0.5. Okay, you got it?
Yeah, now I got it.
Alright.
Okay, I will
get
pass
it.
to the next question to Ruben.
Okay, thank you, Amir. So, for this part, sketch the probability density function fx. So, as we all know, Najmi already found what is the value of 3 over 6 of h, which is 3 over 16. And so in order to sketch this graph, so when x equals to 0, we substitute 0 into the equation, we get fx equals to 0. And when x equals to 4, and we substitute 4 in the equation, we get back 3 over 8. So by these two values, we can sketch the graph. So when x equals to 0, the fx is also 0. So the point is at here. And when x equals to 4, fx is equals to 3 over 8. So the point is here. I draw it's a circle, an empty circle, because it is x more than 0 and less than 4, and not x more than equals to 0 and x less than equals to 4.
Wow, that's a great solving, Ruben.
For this question, do we have to find the value of fx for the value in between 0 to 4, which is 1, 2, and 3?
We do not need to find for 1, 2, and 3, because this is a continuous random variable. So it is just for the interval, this interval, so we can just directly take from 0 to 4.
I see. Thank you.
Okay. So let's proceed to the next question. So D Roman 2, find the cumulative distribution function of fx. So when x so I draw a number line so that we can see a clear picture. So when x less than 0, fx equals 0. And when x more than 0 and less than 4, fx is 3 over 16 sub x. And x more than 4, fx equals to 0. So for x less than 0, the cumulative frequency fx is equals to negative infinity to x. So you integrate 0, you get 0 back. And for x more than 0 and less than 4, the cumulative frequency is negative infinity to 0 plus 0 to x. So you integrate 0, you get 0. And when you integrate 1 over 2, you get 3 power 3 over 2, and then you get back the final answer 1 over 8 x power 3 over 2. And then for x more than 4, you integrate from negative infinity to 0, 0 to 4, and 4 to infinity. So the final answer is 1 because the whole system, the probability should be equals to 1. So from here we know that the answer is correct. And then so the piecewise function for the cumulative frequency is as I stated below of the equation.
Oh, so it is needed for us to write the answer for this question by using that piecewise function.
Yeah, so that we know that that is the final answer.
Oh, so that shows the cumulative distribution function that we want to find, right?
Yeah, you are right, Nick.
All right. Thank you, Ruben. I think
Okay.
this question is quite hard because it has a lot of calculation that we need to do, and maybe I might do a mistake. So maybe I will have to do a lot of revision for this part.
Yeah.
Yes, Najmi, you should too.
All right.
So for the next part, E and F, I would like Maxwell to explain.
All right. So for part E, the question asks us to determine EX and EX squared. So what can we do is, for EX, we integrate X and multiply with Fx from 0 up until 4 with respect to dx. So when we already finish all the integration and then we calculate it, we can get the value of Ex, which is equals to 12 over 5. And then for the value of Ex squared is basically the same. We integrate it like Ex, but then we have to make X, we integrate X squared multiply with fx from 0 up until 4 with respect to dx. And then same again, when we solve the equation, we can get ex squared is equals to 48 over 7.
Oh, so for this question, we just have to use the formula uh, for EX and EX squared, right, Maxwell?
Yes, we use the formula which is we integrate of x and fx with respect to dx.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Maxwell.
So Maxwell, is it EX and the mean is the same?
Ex is the expected value, which is used when we want to calculate the mean of a probability distribution. But mean is typically used when we want to use the average value of a given sample.
Oh, I see.
So it means, is it the same or not? Not lah.
it's basically the same in a certain way. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Maxwell. I'm very confused about it. So now I'm very excited to know. Thank you, Maxwell.
The next question.
All right. So for the next question, which is question F, it asks for hence show that the variant x is equals to 192 over 175. So from this question, when it says hence show that, it means that we have to take our answer from the previous question, which is E. Uh, so we can know from using the formula, the variance is equals to E x squared minus with the expected square of expected value, and then we can get from the previous question, which is 48 over 7 minus with 12 over 5 square, and then we can get answer which is 192 over 175.
Oh, the question for to find the var x is easier, right? Because we just have to substitute the value of ex squared and ex by using the formula. So I think we already discussed all of the question, and I think all of the answer provided from all of you is correct. Do any one of you have any agreement for our discussion?
Yeah, I agree. That.
All right.
Yeah, our answer is very completely unbelievable, and it's all correct. Yes.
All right. I think that's all for the group discussions. We already finished all of the question. Good job, everyone. Thank you for your for your presentation for each question.
Okay, thank you, Najmi.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Najmi.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Good night, everyone. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Happy
Assalamualaikum.
birthday, Ruben. Bye.
Okay, bye.